So it's currently about 35 degrees Celsius outside, just too hot to do anything. So I thought I'd just do a quick video going over all my recent purchases and little DIY projects and stuff and how they're holding up. So it's not going to be a long one. So just starting off with this LG washer I did a review on a few months back. I think it's been about 3 months now. How has it been? Well, perfect, to be honest. I mostly just use Quick 30 or Mixed Fabric or Eco as well. And I only use liquid detergent from Aldi. I think it's called Almot or something, can't remember. I don't use powder because it can clog up here. Absolutely perfect. It's never failed. It's pretty quiet, just the same as the day I bought it, and like how you might have seen and heard it on the review video, just the same as that. One minor thing I noticed early on in ownership was this drain panel here would sometimes rattle a bit when it's on a fast spin, but I just kind of opened it, closed it, and there we go, kind of messed around with it, and then it stopped rattling. You could probably just stick some foam tape around it or something if it happens to you, but very, very minor thing. App works flawlessly, so it will tell me, I'll get a notification on my phone when it's done and whatnot. Also, the app will count how many washes you've done, and then it will tell you when it's due a drum cleaning cycle. I think I'm about 2 washes away from needing that, because I think it's after 24 washes or 28, something like that. It recommends a drum clean cycle. So yeah, not a problem. Perfect machine. I have a lot of faith that it will last. Next, the Forius kitchen tap here. I did a review on this a few months back. Again, no complaints. The finish is great, like it seems to be holding up really well. It could do with a bit of a clean, but it's very easy to clean. This still works perfectly. Let's turn it on. La 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 la. Very, very happy with that as well. I mean, for the price of it, it's a very premium looking tap and has a lot of very premium features without costing much at all. So I'd fully recommend it, to be honest. I can't see that failing anytime soon either. So next I just want to talk about the AliExpress under cabinet lighting I got. Now the lights themselves have been perfect, as has this button here. However, I suspect it's because I extended the cable routing. If you remember, it goes all the way around here in order to get under here as well. And I think that just put too much load on the included LED driver. So what happened is they would come on and off just fine, but I wasn't able to dim them consistently. Like sometimes they would dim, sometimes they wouldn't. Because basically if you hold your hand on here, it's meant to dim and brighten up again, and it just wasn't doing that. In the end, I think I might be right in saying they just didn't turn on. Anyway, that turned out to be the LED driver just couldn't deal with the extension cables I'd put in. I think it was, I can't remember the wattage, it might have been a 30 watt driver that came with it. So all I ended up buying a separate driver, which I think is 100 watts or something like that. And I've not had a problem since, even in this intense heat. It's come on and off perfectly fine. And it dims properly. So I don't really need it that much at this time of year because it's just so sunny anyway. But I'd still recommend it. Just bear in mind, if you do need to extend the wires, you probably are better off upgrading the driver to a more powerful one. Still happy with this as well. Hasn't moved. It's pretty neat. I don't even look at it or think about it, to be honest. Just walk in the kitchen, bang, your lights are on. So yeah, good purchase. And next up we have the various BSeed Wi-Fi switches dotted around the house. Again, no issues whatsoever. Working perfectly, even when well, one thing I will say is I did change broadband provider a few months back from Sky to Vodafone. So I had to re-link every switch to the new router, which was a bit time consuming. But after that, they've all worked flawlessly. Not forgetting this one, which was tricky to wire up without bridging the downstairs and upstairs circuit, which would trip the breaker. Because this switch here does the upstairs landing light, and there's another switch upstairs which does the same light. And you cannot, under any circumstance, bridge the downstairs and upstairs circuit. So once that was sorted, when I first installed it, it's been fine. It's very dark in here because I'm trying to keep it fairly cool. Only thing I will say is this light started playing up a bit with that switch over there, and that's because that switch has no neutral wire, and it links to this light, and because of that you have to use a capacitor or you'll get light flicker and intermittent operation. Turns out the shitty little capacitor that came with, I can't remember if it came with the switch or the light, to be honest with you. I could hear it kind of sizzling at times, like an electric sound, which was a bit concerning. So I took the light down, pulled that one out and put a more beefy capacitor in there. And again, that has been absolutely fine ever since, because it's a two-way switch. So you got the one there, obviously, and then I can turn it off with this one as well. So, which leads me on to the light itself. Absolutely perfect. I still think it really suits this room. As I said, I've got a whole video review on this, but you can make it warm, neutral or cool light, and then you can dim it and whatnot with the this bad boy here. So all I did have to do was change the batteries in this once, because they're just worn out and it wasn't working every time. So yeah, that's essentially it. Very happy with the light. But again, I don't really need it too much at this time of year. So finally, I guess there's this light, this little mood light I've got. That's been fine again with Google Home and all that. But again, I don't really use it too much this time of year because it's just very bright. Like the evenings are very long, and I get enough light coming through here in the evenings. So, but yeah, that still works completely fine. I've actually put the remote away for that because I tend to turn it on and off with my phone, Google Home voice commands. So yeah, that's just a quick update on everything. So yeah, so far so good. Cheers.